So the big story out of New Hampshire, of course, is the stunning phenomenon of Barack Obama's rise. He won Iowa, and polls show he's well positioned for tonight's election results. We don't know if Obama will win tonight, but we do know he has changed the 2008 race. And Hillary Clinton has to change her game plan if she wants to stay in this thing. Joining us right now is Obama supporter Michael Eric Dyson, a Georgetown professor, and U.S. Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones, the national chair of the Clinton campaign. Congresswoman, I want to ask you a question which you know the answer to, and I have no idea what it is. What does it feel like to be African-American facing the real prospect, even though you may be backing another candidate, of having an actual African-American president walk into the Oval Office next year as president?
Well, I don't presume that Senator Obama will be the next president. What's exciting about this whole race is that we have an African-American, we have a woman, we have a Hispanic, who are all leading candidates in this race for the presidency. And it's not that I want necessarily an African-American, a woman, or a Hispanic. I want the one who is best qualified and ready to be president.
Let me go to Professor Dyson. Professor, this is an interesting test now. If the polls are accurate, it looks like Obama will win tonight. We don't know till people actually finish voting today. But here's the question. Can he use shock and awe to move the Clintons out of this business of presidential politics?
Well, I think he can use substance, and he can use intelligence, and he can use political savvy, and he can use a changed vision for American society. I think that, as Congresswoman has said, we're not predicating our views or our politics upon gender or race or whether one is Latino or woman or African-American. But Obama's campaign has nicely segued from a concern about progressive politics linked to an interest in the transformation of American society. And the people have overwhelmingly said that he is the person who can facilitate that change and lead us into a different future.
Let me ask you, Congresswoman, a lot of people tell me, I don't know firsthand, that African Americans are skeptical about the willingness of this country's majority to elect or even nominate an African American, whether it's Barack Obama with his unique background or someone who's completely homegrown in terms of having grown up with parents from the South, the usual kind of American experience for an African American. And yet, if that turns out not to be the case, that this state up in New Hampshire votes overwhelmingly for Barack Obama tonight, following Iowa, what does that do to the mindset that is skeptical?
Well, understand this, that I never accepted the question of electability. If I did that, I would not be an elected official, having been in elective office for 26 years and was the first African-American to do all of the things that I've done. But let me suggest this to you, that the people of America are looking at what's happening in Iowa, but they also want to see a real primary, and this is what New Hampshire may be. But keep this in mind, Hillary Clinton is a fighter, and we're not giving up even if Barack Obama happens to win this first primary. There's still many more primaries to go and a lot of work to do. And Mike Dyson, good evening.
Okay, do you expect or do you want Hillary Clinton to fight the South Carolina primary?
We're going to fight every
that one in particular, which is so heavily African-American. You want her to go in there in that state where half the voters, at least, are African-Americans and take on Barack Obama. You think she should do that?
Understand this, that all African-Americans are not monolithic. Surely I'm excited that Barack Obama is running for president, but I've not chosen to support Barack Obama. I'm supporting Hillary Clinton because she is the best qualified person, and I've known her for 15 years, and I think she will lead this country. And there are blacks who support Barack, but there are also a lot of African-Americans who support Senator Clinton based on her record and their experience with her.
No doubt about that, but I think that if we flip the script, there are many white Americans, obviously in Iowa and hopefully in New Hampshire, who have also given their vote to Barack Obama because they believe that here's a figure who's able to unify the country, take the best interests of not only the Democratic Party, but the American people to heart. In his so-called post-partisan ideology, what Mr. Obama has said to America is that we're going to move beyond the blistering battles of yesterday into a bright future, that allows us to articulate a vision of hope for everybody. So I don't think that is to deny what Senator Clinton has done, but I think it underscores what Senator Obama has done.
Let's talk about record of experience. And Barack Obama talks great. He raises people's inspiration, but it's not solely inspiration that we need to have done. We need to have people who are going to get together, go to work, and make a difference. And all I've seen so far is a lot of conversation.
Well, you know what? I agree with that. I think that style becomes a vehicle for substance. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke about a dream, but he worked for it as well. I think that Senator Obama
Dyson,
has the elbow grease to move forward.
I knew you were going to talk that stuff with me. All I can say to you is it would be great to see you on the trail.
Congresswoman, name a great leader who couldn't talk. Congresswoman, name a great leader who couldn't talk.
Oh, a number of great leaders could not communicate, but they could work hard and accomplish what
they want. But they're not great leaders if they can't be great talkers.
We don't want to hold the ability of Obama to speak and to act against him. Let's celebrate the virtue of the two.
Michael, I'd love to see you on the trail, and we'll have an opportunity to discuss this a little bit more.
To be continued, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Michael R. Dyson, professor at Georgetown, U.S. Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones. What's at stake tonight for the candidates? Well, the politics fix is coming up next. This is Hardball, only on MSNBC.